jumping straight on board with Maniac.
Yeah, I wanted to start this game off with Maniac. We saw him with the clutch rocket at the end and also the sniper grab, hitting some hit markers here on the early start. So what we're going to see here, Sims, potentially is a little bit of slower play because there's only 5 minutes on the clock. Neither team wants to make those first mistakes because those mistakes are even bigger mistakes when you have only 1/3 of the game time to play.
We actually saw one of these back in England, but there's going to be the first. That's a one-on-one kill right now, 1-1 at the moment, 30 seconds into this game. Maniac just staying alive. They have taken ring 2 control. Needs to be very careful of any grenades. I like what he did there. He kind of heard and knew what were coming, jumped across, didn't get hit. That means there's no hit markers. Bravo. I believe we have the snipers in play.
We do. We have a sniper battle going off, of course, as the rockets are in ring from Snakebite. So Snakebite will actually pick up that kill. But let's go over to Maniac's teammate, Arkanum, who once again has the sniper rifle in hand. We saw him go off on Lockdown Team Slayer in Game 2. He was on fire with this weapon. We'll see if he can do what he needs to do to get his team in this match, to get control of that ring structure and also the scoreboard.
However, it is all about Royal 2 right now with those rockets. Look at what he's put on the board. Couple of kills, making it 3-1. However, if we actually move across, well, in fact, we'll stay on board, but we'll just tell you now, they have also boosted Snakebite up again to ring 3 to avoid that sniper.
We'll see if Arkanum checks that angle. Like you said, oh no, and Snakebite actually does drop. That was incredible timing. Arkanum checked the spot that Snakebite was at ring 3, potentially 1 to 2 seconds later. Let's actually take a look at all 4 players here on Noble Black to take a look at their team composition.
So currently, as you can see, Maniac hanging around the bonfire, just waiting for someone to try and challenge those rocks. He's now backing off, moving across to Aries. He's also in the rocks area, looking for that flank. When you look at APG, though, hanging in that little boost-up gap, probably not going to challenge ring 3 until he's actually told. He's just waiting, praying, prowling. When someone goes to ring 3, the call-out's going to come. He's then going to jump up, but it's all about Arkanum. He has the gun which can seal the deal and change this game. There is only less than 3 minutes remaining, and they are down by 2 kills.
And yeah, this is what I said, when you only have 5 minutes to play, right? These teams are going to play really slow. It's only a 2-kill game. We've only got 2:40 left in this replay. I mean, any single play can make the difference here as CLG is boosting up once again. Let's take a look here over at Snakebite on this side. Let's look at this team's composition as well.
So Snakebite up on ring 3. The rockets are now out, and he just picked up another rocket kill as we did the transition. He's now jumped down. Royal 2 peering away from underneath shotgun, just watching the little cubby hole in case anybody comes through. They're going to lose their face when they step through that door. We've got Ogre 2 at the back of the map, back in the base, just watching the rocks. Grenades are coming in, so he's going to know that somebody's there. And then we have Heinz looking straight across, ready to give Ogre 2 support if it's needed. However, he currently has no shield. Any grenades coming there, it's going to be a danger zone. But just look at Royal 2. It's the same situation for him. He's now no shield. He's backing off. These guys are set up and just waiting, kind of like a box situation.
That's right. I immediately looked to see when Royal 2 shields dropped that top left player if a Noble Black push was coming. That was not the case. They did not make that push. So now we will stay on board here with Royal 2 with the sniper rifle as some players are pushing across the bottom. Snakebite is forced to retreat, but Sims, so difficult to push across the map, especially when you have a player like Royal 2 sniping and laying down that sniper cover. They're sitting pretty here. They have a 3-kill lead with 1:30 left in the replay.
Yeah, indeed. No one can really move forward. I think they know exactly where their players are. However, that's going to be one that goes down. I believe that is going to be Snakebite. That's going to be a 2-kill lead now. Drop down, however, he knows where ring 3 is. The bullet will miss him. He now will know that he's been watched, so look for him to drop, but he doesn't. He stays there. 4-3, 5-3. The extended lead goes back. There is only 1 minute remaining. This is a 1-kill game. Same situation as previous Bravo.
Yeah, gotta love that push from Noble Black. They brought the game within 1 now as the player is pushing here on the hut for Royal 2.
Indeed, 5-5 though. He didn't challenge it. He actually went down from above and came back. Down he goes though, 6-5, but that's going to be Maniac. But he does have 2 people on him. He needs backup, he needs support, and he needs it now. 2 players side by side. That's an easy double kill. Heinz goes down, 6-6. 40 seconds remaining, Bravo. What a game so far.
Yeah, I have to go over to Maniac, who is pushing here with his team. They just went up 7-6 now. Noble Black takes the lead.
Bringing it back though with 3 kills down, coming back 30 seconds, 1-kill lead. Everything's still the play. It's going to be 7-7 now. This is intense, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it. Remember, the winner will go forward to the grand finals. Can't see the score. 9-8 now in the favor of CLG. 16 seconds remaining. Can they see this one out? They only need 1 kill and it's there. 10 seconds remaining. Will this go to a draw or will they see it? Player comes in. I believe it's going to be APG down. He's looking at the moment. 3 seconds. 10-9. Can we see another one? I think that's going to be CLG.
my gosh, last second tie. They tied 10-10 there. It looked like Ogre 2 was ready to go. And oh my goodness, a tie in the replay sims. We've seen it again. I swear CLG was ready to get up and celebrate. You just saw two players pushing in on the courtyard there. Ogre 2 gets them both weak. However, one of his teammates dies. It's 10-9. Last second, he dies as well. We just heard from the stage. Look at the crowd here. They are hyped up. We have incredible Game 5 action here. Let's take a look at these very abbreviated stats.
Heinz with the unfortunate goose there, but then again, it was only a 5-minute game nevertheless. 4 kills for Snakebite, 4 kills for Rubber 2.
Dude, we have got
4 kills for it. I want to see that.
We got to pull up the replay right now. Let's look. So Noble Black is up 7-6. Maniac is taken down right there, as you saw. I believe we now go over to APG. Yes, he's taken down as well, so the score goes to 8-7. Look at Ogre 2. He gets a huge double kill. They go up 9-8. 15 seconds on the clock, right? CLG has 2 players in the hut, and right now 2 players do not know Ogre 2's here. Look at this, 10 seconds to win. They're going to push the courtyard right now. He lays down 3 shots, 4 shots into APG. Maniac is so weak, but they do not win that battle in the hut. Royal 2 ducks away, Ogre 2 ducks away, and somehow Noble Black ties it up with 1 second left, maybe even less there on that push. Incredible play. We're probably going to see another 5-minute replay there, but yes, we just got word from the referees that, of course, that it was indeed another tie in our replay, so we will have a 3rd iteration of Game 5.
I cannot believe that. I genuinely thought where he was after picking up that double kill, he had sealed the deal. I mean, the wide came in at the end, so I didn't see it fast enough. I thought that was CLG going through. I literally could not believe he went down. That back smack must have come in literally in the last second to secure it, and what a back smack.
It was, but I have to say, potentially a communication breakdown on the part of CLG. If Ogre 2 got 50% of that team as weak as he did, 4 shots into APG, that means he is only 1 shot away from death. Put at least 2 shots into the other player on courtyard. However, that player in courtyard wins a battle against a player under the turret, right? Excuse me, under the hut in the shotgun area. Royal 2 was ducking away, moving out, potentially not helping. They're trying to stay alive. Of course, he did not want to be the last player to die. And then Ogre 2 falls for the perfect storm for Noble Black. Noble Black is not giving up yet. Neither team wants to give one another an inch.
How evenly matched are these players? Some fantastic, fantastic games of Halo going down right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, this is, I want to say game number 5, but it's actually in theory more than that. We're going into the 2nd iteration of 5 minutes of play. Remember, this is for a spot in the grand finals of the HCS Season 1 Championships. The loser, unfortunately, will go home, but they will not go home empty-handed. They will take $10,000, but the winner of this will go on to meet Evil Geniuses and secure themselves a minimum of $20,000. The big question is, you know, are we going to see a 3rd one? Are we going to see this a 3rd time in a row?
You know, I don't think I've seen that actually in competitive Halo just yet, but these teams, of course, are fighting for not only a $50,000 first place prize, but also this trophy right now. Make some noise for game number 5 once again here in PAX East. This Boston crowd has been fantastic since.
All right, let's kick this 3rd iteration of this game off. We're going to be starting off with APG. He's been such a strong player. Coming up, will he grab that sniper rifle? No, he's not. He's going to leave it in front of his teammates. However, he knows someone there. Grenade goes in. No hit markers right now. He knows a player's down there in rocks hiding away. I'd be stunned to see him stay there, which he does. Drops down. Finds one player. Manages to get the first strike where he goes down. Gets an assist. Rockets this time in the hands of Aries. We didn't see this last time. The Rockets belong to CLG. Turn of tables.
That's right, indeed. Once again, if you've probably noticed by now, but we do have another 5-minute replay. So this will be another quick match as well. It's going to be abbreviated. That means that the strategies are going to be a little bit different. Aries shooting a rocket there in that corner, trying to find if a player is there. Oh my goodness, and he knew it. Look at that. It took a rocket and 2 grenades. He was determined. He knew a player was there. That area often called the wall shoe, because wall shoe's been joining us here this weekend, commonly hung out right there in that spot in Halo 2. A very sneaky spot, as you saw. 2 rockets, a rocket and 2 grenades, and finally he picks up that kill. Aries trying to pick up another kill on Ring. Oh, somehow stays alive. Looks like he might have dropped the shields. That's huge. Look at that, 5-1 now. But we saw the same thing for CLG last game, though.
Yeah, indeed. Everything to play for still. They can come back. You mentioned it. The exact same thing happened to CLG. But the rockets, they are so vitally important. He's going to keep them in his back pocket. They can then tie, and then their coaches will be in their ears, telling them when they're going to be dropping. We saw this initially round, but it all comes down. We didn't really see much of the snipers doing a great deal last time, but again, this is because of how passive they play. We've got Aries at the moment camping up on ring 3. Does, however, find a player. He has, I believe that was that shotgun he did actually have? I think that was Ogre 2 who got pushed down with shotgun in his hand.
That was indeed the case. Ring 2 on. Oh no, well, I was going to switch over to Royal 2 actually. Royal 2 was waiting for Aries to make the mistake of peeking around the ring 3 corner. So now 6-2, however, CLG needs to put some kills on the board. They've got 3 minutes to do so, and that player is not the enemy sniper that he's looking at on the other side. It looks like that will actually be Arkanum, who right now is on the turret.
Indeed, Arkanum and Royal 2 really feeling each other out here. They need to find one another. Again, this could be where the tables will turn. Whichever sniper goes down, Royal 2 getting a little BR bullet to the chest. However, he's going to move back. It's not a sniper bullet, so he will have full shields at least as we go back to him. Moving across in the hut right now. I don't really know. It kind of comes down to the snipers where you want to be. You don't want to die, obviously, by the other sniper, but you do need to find a decent angle to look at, even trying to find enemy players, but it's so hard at the moment. 6-4, there's only a 2-kill gap with 2 minutes 30 remaining, and there is Aries. He goes down with a beautiful headshot from Royal 2, bringing it back to 1 kill.
And just like we said, a 5-1 lead here in the Sanctuary 5-minute replays doesn't really mean anything, because once again, we're down to a 1-kill game. Keep in mind, Aries was not the enemy sniper. That is in the hands of Arkanum, so that kill will not neutralize the sniper for a moment. Royal 2 continues to look across the map here. Like you were saying, Sims, before, this mind game right here, what we have here is both snipers want to feel each other out, but they don't want to get picked off by one another.
I'm quite surprised Aries made that move. He's already made a move once and got taken down from ring 3. You mentioned it before, how Royal 2 took a shot at somebody but missed them. He knew Royal 2 was there. He's questionable. He's already been killed by sniper. Why would you poke your head out again? I don't want to see Aries once again dying by the sniper. Otherwise, that's what's been too pokey. You mentioned it. They had a 4-kill lead. Now, 1 minute 30 remaining on the game, and there's only 1 kill in it.
That's right, and it sounds like we are ready to take a look at all 4 of this team's composition in just a moment. They're only down by 1 kill, so let's take a look. We were just on board with your top left screen. That's Royal 2, sniper rifle still in hand. You see Ogre 2 engaging across the map, though, so bottom right, Snakebite ties the game up 6-6.
This is what we want. 1 minute 10 remaining, near enough, 6-6. As we mentioned, Royal 2 looking for another play. He believes there's someone over in the rocks. He does have help from Heinz if he needed to put BR fires across, but look at where Ogre 2 is. He's hiding out around the Washi area right now. Just seeing if he can get someone. He did manage to put good shots on before. Still at 6-6. We've hit the 1 minute remaining mark. Here we go. Who's going to take that?
Oh,
that's going to be
was that a trade? That is Arkanum. No, that is Arkanum who picked up that sniper. So we're going to go on board with him as he was watching that crazy angle into ring on the pea shooter there from the shotgun. Noble Black is up 7-6. 40 seconds left.
Arkanum using the gun to the best of his ability, putting 1 on the board for them. Does who actually has rockets? That's going to be Aries at the moment.
Let's go to that.
Look at where we're
show
going.
All 4 screens here right now. So rockets are in the hand of Aries, and now 8-6. They go up by 2.
So sniper rifle in the hands of Arkanum. APG's got cover from his finds Heinz ring down, but that's going to be Maniac going down. However, he needs to reload the rockets. Aries, that's going to be Rockets transitions hands. But look, we're going to come back kill on our hands from APG. 1 kill at the moment. 9-9. 15 seconds remaining. Please, for the love of God, don't tell me it's going to happen again. 10-9 in the hands of Noble Black. 9 seconds away from winning. They do have a guy trapped in the hut, however. 5 seconds, can he land it? 10-10, Royal 2 saves the day, though.
No, my gosh. Royal 2, incredible jumping headshot. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Wow, what a savior of a headshot. Commiserations to these players. You can hear the crowds going mad. That was a save. That was such a save.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like this in competitive Halo in all my years. Royal 2 clutching it. I was afraid he was going to miss the second shot as well. He just jumps out. He knew what he had to do, and he hits the headshot somehow.
That was incredible.
Now we'll take a look at the stats once again from that game. Royal 2 goes 4-0.
Oh, 4 kills at the moment,
gosh.
as you mentioned. That's insane.
Oh, I cannot wait to see the replay there. I'm so glad we have it in the back. with 15 seconds left, Sims, it was tied 9-9. Look at this here from Royal 2.
Turns around, misses
So
the
right there,
player.
he knows he has to do something. 8 seconds on the clock, and they're down by 1.
Turns around, this is the look at that, boom, in the face, good night Arkanum. And again, I believe Arkanum actually had that sniper rifle. He did come off to the snipe, the snipe off at the end. What a savior of a bullet though. Imagine if he missed that shot. That would have been it. That would have been them eliminated from the loser bracket and out of the competition completely.
It was all or nothing on that shot. He didn't have time for a body shot, right? He needed to hit the headshot because that player was about to duck behind that pillar on the flag area. Who knows what would have happened if he didn't hit that shot. With 4 seconds left, however, he does. So we are Royal 2 clutching it there in that game as they were down by 1. I have never seen anything like this in terms of Team Slayer replays in a Game 5. We could not. This is testament to how evenly matched these two teams are.
Yeah, definitely. Without you have to give them credit. You mentioned over the testament, so evenly matched right now. I can't call it. I want to ask. I want to try and say who's going to win, but it's just so uneven at the moment. Anything can happen. We've seen it where teams, each time, whoever's got the rockets, it's been the same thing. Whoever's got the rockets has gone in the lead. Got the rocket kills, gone up by about 2 or 3 kills, come back again, and it's always gone neck and neck. When that initial push comes at the end, all it's going to take is for one person to mess up the. Eventually, someone at the end is going to do the wrong push and get. I think it'll probably come from a flank. And like we saw with at the end, it's the first one with Ogre 2, he got flanked from behind. You mentioned of the team where no one called out that one-shot player. That could have happened. I'm going to wait again to see. The push always comes at the end. It's do or die in those final seconds. What can you? I mean, Royal 2 did it. He didn't die. He actually did it. Put the bullet between that guy's face. Arkanum's going to be disappointed with that one, especially when he's actually got sniper rifle himself. People in the crowd, are you hyped? Are you enjoying what you're seeing so far? Again, we're going to another replay of game number 5. This is Halo!
And I cannot say we have players lined up against that back barricade here. We are at full capacity here in Boston. Let's start things off once again with Royal 2 here.
So here we go, another 5 minutes on the board, Andy. I did not think we'd be here today. The team's putting on a show. 1-0 up now. That will be for, I believe, Aries putting one on. Looking across, is that the Rockets in his hands again? No, it's actually not. It's going to be Snakebite of CLG who has the Rockets. But the man at the moment, Royal 2 with that snipe. I cannot believe it.
An unbelievably clutch play from him to keep them in this tournament. Now we are going to our 3rd iteration here of Team Slayer on Sanctuary, tied 1-1. This time, like you said, Sims, CLG did win the rocket battle. So we'll give you a quick peek at that. Snakebite does have the rockets in ring. Just taking a look across the map, trying to find opponents now back to Royal 2.
It's going to be very interesting to see how they use that. Again, not a massive lead. They need to try and extend it.
I'm seeing something here that I need to tell you about. It looks like Heinz here is on the other side of the map. Take a look at this. He is on his opponent's rock ramp. Oh, and they might see him in the bond right now. We haven't seen this yet in this series, Sims. He is all the way on the other side of the map all alone. If he times his push perfectly with his team, they can get all 4 down with ease, and they did not see him there on that push.
I spoke about the flank. He's going to be calling that one out.
So, yeah, what just happened was Heinz let Snakebite know that those 2 players were in bonfire. Snakebite fired that rocket but did not connect. So we will keep you updated with. No, we should actually stay here.
Yeah,
now I'll second guess
intense.
myself. Heinz has a crazy vantage point right now. He's not even showing because he does not want the enemy team to know he's here.
I think any second we should definitely jump on board with the listener. I want to hear how he's going to coordinate this push because, again, we mentioned before about the flank.
Yep.
He can work this one out. He doesn't have any power weapons, but he has the power play position. There is a sniper rifle in the hands of Royal 2. There is a rocket in the hands of Snakebite. Again, Richie Heinz just camping down here. We are very shortly going to go to a listening so we can hear how they're going to communicate this one. Currently, he's still there. He's just not moving.
No, he's not. He doesn't need to. And listening is ready, so let's go on board here with CLG. They're up by 1.
Eyes on the flag.
We can see it, I think.
They're not going to be looking
That
behind
was you that
them.
lifted, right?
No. Guys, they're not going to be looking behind them.
Oh, they lifted their HUD then. They lifted.
Get eyes on the sniper if you can.
Let them E-clock. Let them E-clock.
Just hiding our rocks.
I don't want to poke out, guys. I have no
you
I
don't.
have no
No,
vision.
don't.
I have
You
no
do not.
vision.
Actually, I'm just looking there.
If you can get someone weak, let me know.
They're corp on again.
Dude, if they go flag though.
They're corp on. I don't.
You see it? If we see anyone, we can go for another
Are we
yellow
ring
rocket.
3? Are we ring 3?
They're turret.
Sniping their turret.
Ring 2. They're ring 3 jump right now. They're courtyard ring 3 jump. He's there.
Check
He's
look
ring
out.
3. He fell. I got him, I got him.
Ring 2 again, ring 2 again. They're bond.
Respawn. Our window, our wall.
They're bond.
Shoddy, our spiral, they're looking for rockets.
Bond, in ring 1, in ring 1. In ring. They're future Simon.
Their P in ring. Their spiral is
Behind us still, ring 3.
Ring 3.
They know I'm here, they know I'm here. They know I'm here. We're gonna have to play hectic now.
They're P in ring 3.
Dead, dude.
All right, and I got to switch back over to Arkanum because Noble Black, with less than 2 minutes left, has tied up the game 4-4.
Again with the sniper rifle, but Arkanum just needs to find some people. Royal 2 has been putting a great show on. We're looking for Arkanum to do the same. They have now taken the lead. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining.
And I have to say, that push you heard Heinz say, they know I'm here, they know I'm here, abort, abort, abort. Right there, they did not get the upper hand despite having Heinz behind enemy lines and able to flank, able to call out enemy locations like there. They had crazy intel, but Noble Black eventually found Heinz in the back of the base. They now lead 5-4.
Just looking across as well, there are no rockets in play. I don't think we're going to be seeing them for the rest of this game. Only 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. 5-4. The score, he just...
And that's Royal,
no idea how
Royal
he
2
managed
was
to
thinking
skip
about
that one.
Yeah, Royal 2 was thinking about jumping up with the sniper rifle, but that bullet came awfully too close to his visor, so he will back down as well.
But they're obviously now going to know where he is in the hot area, so they need to be very, very careful. Still no more kills coming in. 53 seconds remaining. Will somebody please seal this one out right now? This is intense stuff. Something that we love to see right now, especially in a lose final. Nobody wants to go home. Moving down into the 40 seconds remaining mark.
And CLG does have control of ring. That's worth noting. So that's going to give Royal 2 a little bit more angles to snipe from. He's about to jump up to ring 3. We'll see if he finds Arkanum. Arkanum is not checking ring 3, so Royal 2 might have the opportunity right now. We'll take a look. Now I'll switch quickly over to Royal 2, who is looking for Arkanum. He has moved up to ring 3, you see.
Again at Royal 2 previously, but that's going to be Arkanum sniping down Snakebite from ring. But someone else answers back. It's going to be Ogre 2 answers back, taking down APG. Bullets coming across, all tied up once again. 6-6, 10 seconds remaining. Will he go down? Yes. No, he doesn't. 5 seconds. He's one shot. 7-7. 3 is still 7-7. 2 seconds to go. It's going to be another 7-7. He's another draw.
I cannot believe it. Richie Heinz's father right there on screen cannot believe it. As you see, he stands up. I can't imagine the emotions going through his head as a father watching his son tie game after game. And look at Noble Black. They still exchange those handshakes and those pounds as they know that they are staying in this tournament. We're tied 7-7. Shortly, I'm going to lose count of how many replays we have had. I believe that was the 3rd replay, if I'm not
5
mistaken.
minutes each.
We will go to a 4th replay of this game. But Arkanum, how big was that from him? He hits that sniper across the map to tie the game up, and then he hits that no-scope. How big was that on the player who's about to drop down?
Couldn't believe it. I actually thought he'd kind of sealed the deal then, to be honest with you. And we're going to go to the last 15 seconds with Arkanum to get his POV and show you exactly what he did there. But this was the big play. Again, the push could have come, looked across, scopes in, misses the first one. Player comes round the corner, turns around, boom, manages to hit him, unfortunately staying alive. But watch this now.
And look at that, 7-7. Both kills were exchanged. So let me break down what just happened there. Arkanum hits that no-scope, pushes the player back. Right, so another player on CLG actually came to finish the Arkanum kill, ends up finishing another kill. However, the player who was down there kills the player that Arkanum had no scope there, as much of a tongue twister as that is, and a convoluted sequence. We tie 7-7 again. Arkanum this time keeps his team in with that no scope. The game before, it was Royal 2 who tied the game with 4 seconds left. And I cannot believe that these two teams are tied so neck and neck, replay after replay.
What a pleasure it is, not only to be watching it, but to be casting this. This is intense stuff. I absolutely live for this. This is what I wanted to see, especially on Championship Sunday. You cannot get any better. Neither of these teams wants to be eliminated in 3rd place. They want to move forward. They want to face evil geniuses in that grand final. Wow. I can see it's going to go on here.
Yeah, and this is exactly what it is, Sims. This is the most money Halo teams have had to play for, of course, all season. This is the grand final. This is the most money that teams have had to play for a while. They're also fighting for that coveted trophy and the bragging rights of the best Halo team in the world. But, you know, there's a lot of money on the line here. Their share of $100,000, $50,000 to first, Neither team wants to make that mistake, right? Typically in Shrine Slayer, we would see very different play style, right? People taking chances in a 15-minute game. You can kind of play a little bit more of a marathon and make sure that you're consistently making the right plays to give your team the lead. Sometimes even making a push that you know you will die in order to get control of an area. We're not seeing stuff like that because it's only a 5-minute game and the teams are just playing back and forth, right? That sniper play becoming so huge. It is up to Royal 2 and Arkanum to hit the shots that they need to. So far, they've done so. If it comes to a point where they don't hit those shots, that's when we might see a team finally win this series.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you saw Arkanum there getting the guy down from ring 3. I believe that was Snakebite at one point. Actually took him down. He dropped. Then the push came. All the madness happened. Can you imagine, though, if we'd have actually landed that no-scope? That would have been seriously disgusting. But you still, I have to give credit to Royal 2. That turn and quick scope to the guy back on back flag, hitting him in the face to survive yet again. As you mentioned, this is now going to be our 4th, I do believe, reiteration of 5-minute replays.
Yeah, this is, I think, the 4th replay and our 3rd iteration. But yeah, I'll tell you the truth, I've completely lost count at this point.
My mind is completely blown, not only by the loss of how many there is, but by this game. The gameplays that we've seen today, in fact, all weekend, have been incredible. Every single team has shone out, and we've seen moments of madness. Still no overkill. I'm going to say that one.
No overkill, but we are approaching a different number 4, and that's the replay of this match here. So we now have another replay here of Game 5. Make some noise, Boston. We're about to see the winner, potentially, of the Losers Bracket Finals at the HCS Season 1 Finals. Let's kick it off with Arkanum.
Once again, starting off with Arkanum, and lo and behold, what's he going to go for? More than likely the sniper rifle. I do believe, yes, he is. Someone else leaves it for him, picks that up, looking down P Street. Can he find anybody? You wouldn't expect anybody to push at that. However, they do take the lead. That's going to be a grenade on Richie Heinz. He goes down, looking across into the rocks right now, scoping out, not finding anybody at this moment in time. However, we will tell you now, Noble Black have acquired the rockets. Arkanum missing that jump. Probably not a bad thing. I'm not a big fan of seeing snipers up on ring 3, but a beautiful headshot finds Ogre 2. Puts number 2 point count on the board.
Surprising to see Ogre 2 in the back rocks there. He, of course, is not sniping. That's going to be in the hands of Royal 2. So Arkanum putting 2 points on the board. We have Noble with control of ring. They also have the rocket launcher. However, the early leads here in Shrine Slayer, of course, have meant little to nothing so far.
Oh, a little bit of an unfortunate grenade there. I think it would be only fair to kind of show you if we can get the 4 POVs of CLG at some time, because they are currently trying to bump up onto ring 3 once again. 3 minutes 50 seconds remaining. Not a single kill on the board for CLG. Sniper rifle and rockets currently in the hands of Noble Black, but look at Ogre 2. He's down in the shotgun tunnel. Royal 2 once again hiding up in his hut right now. But here we go, the Snakebite and Heinz combo jumping up onto ring 3. But the problem is, Bravo, they don't really have anything to go up there with. They don't have rocket control. They don't really have ring control, and they don't have the sniper to pop up there because he's hanging around in the hut.
Yeah, keep in mind, this is the opposite POV of the team we were just on board with. You were watching Arkanum there with the sniper rifle. Now we're seeing what's on the other side of the 50-yard line. And then the reason this game, it looks like a Snakebite there with a 4-shot there to bring the game within 1. That's what they needed to do, right? They jump up to ring 3, they land the perfect 4. Snakebite keeping his team in this match. But the reason this game type, on top of the reason that there's so much on the line, is playing so slow, is that this is a symmetrical 2-base map. There is a 50-yard line that both teams have to respect, and neither team wants to cross that without full support and full coverage of their sniper.
Indeed, but they need to be careful of Aries. He knows what they're doing, that they're doing the little jump up all the time to try and get up onto ring 3. He does have those rockets, and he needs to make them count. The game, again, a game-changing weapon, just like sniper rifle. Anything can happen at the moment. I do believe, yes, it is Snakebite and Heinz once again doing the little bump up to ring 3. A couple of little shots on there from Ogre 2. He caught the feet of somebody. However, we're moving back across to Arkanum right now, hiding out with his sniper. He sees the plasma grenades coming in. He knows somebody is by the turret ramp. Can he actually find it and connect with their visor? We should find out shortly. However, we are approaching the 2-minute remaining, Matt. That's going to be a big rocket coming in. However, he does respond quite quickly. That's Aries getting a kill with rockets and then going down. Bravo have the Rockets transitioned away.
Yeah, Rockets are now back in the hands of Maniac here on this side. So we're going to look at all 4 players of Noble Black. Score is 3-2. We have less than 2 minutes left. Maniac still has Rockets in ring control. Arkanum patrolling around. He does not want to get out-sniped. He also wants to make sure no one jumps up on ring 3. So, you know, if you're just joining us here on twitch.tv/Halo, this is the 4th replay of Shrine Team Slayer. Neither team wants to lose. Both teams want to go into the grand finals where they're going to play for $50,000. Still a 1-kill game and a minute and a half left.
We've only seen, I think, out of all these players, it's been Maniac, but more than importantly, Noble Black, who mainly had rocket control. But to be fair, it's not made any difference every single time. It's the snipers that have come down to it. We need to see one of them make the move. We saw on there, Aries has just managed to see the feet of a player. I'm not entirely sure who that is. They will get called out. But Maniac, he's literally just holding this position, waiting till he sees a CLG player pop up onto ring 3. There's the shots coming in, so he knows somebody's there.
And one of the coolest things that if you're watching here at home or in the crowd that you can see here, keep in mind these 4 players are watching their each other's screens as well, right? They're keeping an eye on and trying to see. So Maniac's going to wait till he sees someone jump up to ring 3 on his teammate's screen to shoot that rocket.
Indeed, and that's what they need to take control of at the moment in time. However, Arkanum is going one-on-one with a play. That's going to be a big assist coming. Rocket goes in for Maniac. That guy's going to be weak. Another assist. 5-3 the score. He does go down. That's going to move to 5-4 right now. Once again, neck and neck in the last 30 seconds. 1 kill game, Bravo.
5-5 here now, 5-5. I almost can't believe it, but here comes the CLG push.
Here we go then, 6-5. Now they're going to go down 7-5. I do believe. I can't actually see the score at the moment, Bravo. 18 seconds remaining. 3-kill lead for CLG. Have they done it? Have they done enough to see it through to the grand finals? 10 seconds remain. 3-kill lead. Can they see it out? 5 seconds. We're going into the final once. They've got another kill. Surely that should be it. CLG are going to the finals.
And what a marathon here. You see a cry there, a roar from Heinz as they have finally won this series. One of the most grueling series we've seen here in the HCS and in competitive Halo history. CLG finally wins that replay. We were on board there with Noble Black, and everything fell apart for them towards the end.
Commiserations to Noble Black. They will not see the grand finals. However, this has been the story of the underdog team. They had to play the wildcard match to secure their 8th seed spot. They've moved forward, proved everybody wrong. They've taken 3rd place. They walk home with $10,000. They won't be happy with it, but you know, they put on such an amazing show. Commiseration to them, but congratulations. Look, the crowd is going wild. Do you want to see more Halo, guys? Give us a cheer. This is what we want to see on Championship Sunday. CLG moving forward, then they will again play Evil Geniuses. Earlier on, we saw some fantastic games from them both.